Hello, parents, and welcome to week one of the Parent Masterclasses for the Happiness Path program, a group that is designed to help teen girls build foundational cores in connection, confidence, and resilience. First of all, I just want to thank you very much for being here and let you know a little bit about what these videos are, how they're going to support you navigate the teen years, and to say, hey, this is a really amazing investment that you and your daughter have made in her wellness and well-being. So these videos, we're going to try and keep them all under 10 minutes. We are going to offer you a little bit around the theme that we are teaching each week. Now that we have the parent in-person or online connection points, you will be getting that value add as well. But this is something that you can store and tuck away in a library and just know that, hey, anytime I need to come back to one of these concepts, it's available for me and it's a quick a bit of information that can help me support my daughter around these different wellness themes. So first of all, I want to give each and every one of you as a parent a shout out. Hopefully you are giving yourself some credit. I mean, the fact that you are here, the fact that you are investing this time and energy just says so much about how conscious and intentional you are as a parent navigating the teen years. And that is worth more than you can imagine. Research tells us over and over again that teens simply need at least one person to be their biggest fan. And so whether that's you, your partner, your spouse, a mentor, a coach, a teacher, a grandparent, an aunt, whoever, we know that they're in good company. Week one is all about health hygiene. So we talk about health hygiene in this kind of expanded view of what health is and how it contributes to our wellness and our well-being. Now we know that there are different areas of health, but each of them kind of intermingle and weave in with one another. So we've decided to present it with different containers of health. But we're also really aware, and we teach this as well, is that there may be some things that kind of fit in multiple containers, and that's okay. This is just a way, a framework to start thinking about, okay, my health and how does it contribute to my well-being? So there's my mental health, there's my physical health, there's my social health, my spiritual health, my emotional health. And to start thinking about what are some things that contribute to each of those, as it's a very personal kind of journey when it comes to health. And maybe what are some areas that I think, hey, I'm doing really well in this area. Maybe this is an area that I've been focusing on or I've dedicated some time to. And I'm actually feeling really good about this. And also getting curious about some areas that are maybe on the back burner. And maybe why is that one not super important to me right now? Or ones that you're wanting to take some more of your attention and put it on. We also talk about habits, and we talk about different habits that teen girls can start to implement in these different areas of health. We really stress that it's not about taking it all on at once, and it's not about getting it perfect. You know, it's definitely like there are going to be ups and downs, and there are going to be things and habits that we have that are going to support us and sabotage us really in all areas. And the more awareness, the more self-awareness that we can build around that, the more then decision-making power that we have to make small changes or big changes from that place of being aware. So as parents, if you're thinking, okay, so this is nice, I get it, what are some things I can do? So one of the things I really encourage parents to do is actually taking an inventory of their own health containers. What do those look like for me? What are some things that belong in each of those? What are some of the containers that I'm feeling really good about right now or pretty good about right now? I think I'm dedicating some time and this is really contributing to my wellness and my well-being. Are there some areas that I'm not super satisfied with? And maybe what are like one or two habits that are within there that I think are probably leading to that sense of like not feeling super satisfied. I think that that idea of becoming self-aware yourself as a parent and just kind of thinking about those concepts can really help you then have those conversations with your teen about health and what things contribute to wellness and well-being. The second thing that you could do as a parent or might support you is kind of thinking about these different containers and finding out a little bit about what is your daughter focusing on right now. If she's really highly focused on her social container and looking to create deeper connections or new friendships this year, that might be an area then that you can have conversations about, okay, cool. So what are some things that we can have in place, or what are some things that you're doing that you think are maybe contributing to that or supporting you in that area? Is there anything that you think might be kind of challenging you in that area or that makes it feel like it's a little bit harder to get to where you want to be in that area. You can also think about starting with small changes that have a beautiful ripple effect. So we know that even if we just start with a small habit, I started with meditation and mindfulness practices probably about 10-ish years ago. My mind was everywhere all the time. And the idea of sitting down for a meditation was like, yeah, I can't do that. My brain doesn't do that. But eventually I kept reading about it and reading about the benefits. And I thought, okay, you know what I can do? Bet you I can sit down for 30 seconds and bring my brain back, my focus back to my breath. And I did it. I did it for 30 seconds. And eventually I bumped up to a minute, and then I bumped up to a bit more and a bit more and a bit more. And it wasn't perfect. There were definitely times when my mind was all over the place, or where it was difficult to sit down for a mindfulness practice or find the time for it. But the thing is, I started with a small habit. I didn't try and like tackle on this big practice all at once. And I think that when it comes to health hygiene, it's really about looking at where is the simplest place to start, or possibly what is like one small thing I could do. Or is there even like a week where I might want to focus on one of the containers and just see, okay, let's do an experiment in here. Maybe I want to focus on drinking a little more water every single day. And that can be one kind of thing or one kind of habit that you're working on that's under your physical health, and just watching the ripple effect of just overall wellness and well-being. So this is a little bit about health hygiene. Stay tuned for week 2, where we are talking about awareness, which is learning how to be more present in your day-to-day life.